And Duval,
We're on, man. We are on.
we're on a bit of a different flavor.
Bit of a different flavour.
A
Brother
different flavor.
overload last week.
Exactly. And now we've got the
Asian.
Asian occasion, folks. So
That's
listen,
it.
look, okay, Duval, before we get into anything, I just got to announce something.
Okay.
Okay.
What is this?
It's nothing.
What
I
is
do
this?
this, bro. I do this all the time.
Oh my
So listen,
gosh.
I want to let you know. I should have been wearing the flipping Flixters t-shirt. Bro, this is
mine's falling apart. We need to get another. Oh, yeah, so this is anniversary.
Bro, this is anniversary.
No, I just realised. Yeah.
Okay, so for anyone who's
tomorrow,
just joined us,
18th, yeah.
16th of May. We started this on the 16th of
Was
May.
it the 16th, is it? Oh, shit.
16th of May 2018, and it's the 17th of May 2025. You do the maths.
So that's 8 years, man. 8 years.
Duval, this is incredible. We are
Some
on
people's
season
lives, you know that.
8. We're on season 8, episode 1 of the Flixters, folks. I'm so Duval. You don't know how proud I am of us.
You know what? We were never meant to get to the next episode. It was only meant to be. Remember, it was only meant to be. Oh, let's just give it a go. Let's just do it once and see what happens, kind of thing.
We're on phase 8.
That's all it was. Yeah, exactly.
This is phase 8 of
that's 333 episodes. 333.
Mm-hmm. Go, bro. 333.
333. It's you, him, and me.
You, him, and me. Yeah, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Where is
Emmanuel's
Emmanuel?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So listen. Yeah. So look, folks. If you're just joining us, if this is the first time that you've ever downloaded the Flixters episode, we are the Flixters. We've been doing this for 8 years. We've been doing this for 300. This is our 333rd episode. So this is an outpost radio. So we're bringing you reviews, film news, what's new on streaming, trailers. We talk about all of that sort of stuff. We throw in banter. Just Deval and I, 2 guys from the UK, London, based on the other sides of the world right now. But we're keeping it tight as always. So this is us. We hope you enjoy the show. If you like it, subscribe, drop a message on our Instagram page, leave us a review, and we can kind of hit you up on the next episode. But let's do shout outs, Deval. Who are we shouting out?
Yes, we've got one shout out this week. It goes to the Industry Tea. The Industry Tea platform here in London. They do different events. They've got an event coming up actually in June, which is called Pitch My Mate or Pitch My Friend. Or Pitch a Date, I think. I should know. I should know. Basically, the event's about pitching someone that is single to a group of people. So you're almost like pitching them and saying they're great because of these reasons or those reasons. So a little bit of a spin on the dating scene. So
on the speed dating thing, right?
Yeah, a bit different. A bit of a different technique requires. You get to know a little bit more about the person before you get to sit with them and have a chat with them. But this is happening next month. Go check it out on Instagram. The Industry T _ happening in London. So if you're in London, you know any singles or you're single, then get on board. Yeah.
Pass it on. Yeah, spread the word.
Pass it on, exactly.
All right, okay. And by the way, I didn't listen to, because obviously you did the episode with Emmanuel last week.
Good show last week.
The YouTube messages.
Yes, because there was a big message.
It was massive. Okay,
I spoke about it. Yeah, I think I even showed it on the screen. Big shout out last week to that person.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into movie news. Now, Duvaldo, I think this guy is having a bit of a moment, and the reason why he's having a bit of a moment is because of White Lotus. If you've seen White Lotus season 3, I know you haven't seen it, but White Lotus is big. It's massive, like big in the UK, big in Australia, obviously big in America, and this guy, he's obviously done well in it. He's probably going to get more stuff out of it. But this is Arnold, aka the Terminator, Schwarzenegger's son, Patrick Schwarzenegger. So what's going on? And I can actually see this happening, Duval.
Yes, so the rumors are So we've seen him in the Boys spin-off, which was Gen V. We saw him in
I can't remember.
Gen V, yeah, the liquid, the serum.
When's that coming, by the way?
Season 2 is coming out, I think, next year for that one. But we saw him in season 1 of Gen V, and so we've seen him in sort of superhero type, shows before. And now the rumor is that Patrick Schwarzenegger is going to be Cyclops, the new Cyclops in the X-Men going forward. With the MCU. So yeah, you're right. I can kind of see him in a Cyclops kind of mold. He's got the look, he's got the stature, he's got the, he's got that kind of, I don't know, he's just got that look for me, the Cyclops, even more so than the other guys, that we've seen Cyclops before.
100%, absolutely. It's so funny because in this White Lotus, there's a couple of scenes in the movie develop. I'm not joking. If you see it, if you can remember the way that Arnold Schwarzenegger walks, his son, he walks exactly like him. I'm telling you, man, it's just uncanny. So I think, this kid's going to kind of have a bit of a career. So if he keeps doing these types of roles and stuff, his profile is going to get bigger and bigger. All right, so that's movie news. We're going to keep it nice and light on this week. Normally, folks, if you're turning in for the first time, we usually have kind of like a lot of movie news and, but we're keeping it short and sweet on this one. But let's get into new one streaming. A lot of stuff, and we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. But this is Love. It's not Love, Dead and Robots, is it?
Love, Death and Robots. What did I write? Dead. I can't type, innit? I can't type. Always. Just keep on your toes.
Exactly. The 5 minutes, they were laughing as well. Now you see YouTube me, now you don't.
But yeah, this is Love, Death, Robots on Netflix. And when I tell you, these what do they call them?
Anthology, innit?
Anthology series, yeah. So this is season 4, so there've been 4 different seasons before, and it's just little, anthology sort of series episodes, standalone. Sometimes they're animation, they're all animation. Sometimes they're like anime type, or they could be like CGI type animation. It's all different, but it's really creative, and it's hardcore sometimes. You got people heads getting blown off, and other times you get really emotional stories. This is, again, just as good. I've only seen one episode so far, and the first episode I've seen so far, a bit of a weird one. It's basically Red Hot Chili Peppers on stage doing one of their songs, and they're kind of like puppets, but they're kind of like CGI puppets.
It's not give it away now.
No, it's another song which I can't remember, but it's a weird episode, but it is what it is. And there's I think 10 episodes to this one, or maybe 13, but they're all quite short, like 8 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, really short. But go and watch it. Go and watch it. If you haven't seen it before, start from season 1, and you'll thank us later.
They're really good, really good. Really good. Okay, so now listen, let's speak about this. Actually, sorry. This is number 7, isn't it?
Yes. This
is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, and you know what? This is a great moment for you to catch up on the whole Mission Impossible thing, because very, very short. Well, on next week's episode, Deval and I, we're going to be speaking about Mission Impossible. Deval, funny thing is though, it's actually out for us over here already. It came out today.
Are you serious?
Honestly, but I wasn't going to watch it because I want us to watch it together and then we can speak about it. So I'm going to watch it like maybe on Monday, Tuesday, or whatever.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And then obviously we'll speak about it on next week's show. But man, Mission Impossible movies, it's end of an era. Yeah. These movies have been going on since 2004, is it?
No, 1996.
Oh shit.
1996, the first one. Right, which is crazy. Yeah, so this is Dead Reckoning. This is what did I say? Penultimate? Is that what they say? The one before the last one? So my English is getting better, I know. And this is the one where he rides off the mountain in a motorbike or motorcycle, and they actually done that stunt in real life. Yeah. So this one, and funny thing is, usually when a big film comes out, the episode before, usually they don't have it on Netflix or Amazon or whatever, and you got to sometimes purchase it. But this time it's on Netflix, so you got no excuse Go and watch it. I watched it last night just to refresh my memory.
Yes.
It's a good film. There's a few funny bits in it, but overall, it's a good film. So yeah, go watch it before the latest version.
I'm looking forward to seeing how who dies, who survives. Are they going to have Deval? The big question that people are already asking is the spin-off.
Well, if anything, a spin-off
not with him in it. Yeah.
I think if a spin-off happens, he should be not producing. That's it. Yeah. But he shouldn't be in it. But I like the fact that the enemy's AI, and it's not like one single government or that government. I think it's quite good, quite intelligent, and it's actually realistic. AI could be a big threat. So
absolutely. All right. Okay. So let's move on to this one. So there's another thing that's out. This is called Suspect, and I haven't seen this or heard of this. So this is on Disney Plus, Devaldo. So tell us about this.
You have heard of this. You know that. You have heard of this. I can tell you've heard of it. As soon as I'll tell you what it's about. Suspect is the short title for it. The long title is Suspect, the shooting of Jean-Charles de Menendez.
I know. Oh, man.
De Menendez, sorry, that's it. Yes.
Massive news back in England.
Massive, yeah.
Brazilian guy chased, shot down in a London underground. So so what you're saying is that this is the investigation of that?
Well, I've seen the documentaries. There's been lots of documentaries before that are really good. This is like a dramatized. This is a drama about it. This is on Disney Plus. There's about 4 episodes, and it shows the drama around how they targeted him as a suspect. He was an innocent man, but at the time, only was it a week before or something? There was the London Underground bombings. So in 2005. Yeah, 2005 or 2007. Shit.
5 or 7 is one of
2005, those. 2005. It was the underground bombings in London, and in 7/7. Yeah, 2005, right. And lots of people lost their lives. Tubes, buses were all bombed, and it turned out to be linked to like Al Qaeda and people like that. And they thought that he was one of the suspects. So they were guns were out. This was like. Sensitivities were high. Yeah, the police were really, nervous about things, and they thought they had the right guy because of the way he was. Yeah, the way he was sort of acting, they thought, oh, he's suspicious. That's why it's called Suspect. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but you'll see what happens, and you'll see the lead up to it and the aftermath, which is it's just crazy.
Oh man, this is mad! I've got to watch this.
Because
that was a big thing for us back in massive thing for us back in the UK back in the day. All right, so that's out on Suspect, and you know what? There's other stuff as well. There's too many things that have come out. Too many things, and we'll have to. There was a Fred West thing that came out. There was that looks nasty as well. So hopefully at some point we can speak about that. Let's get on to trailers. So let's speak about this. Nobody. I've actually seen Nobody, the first part, and this is kind of the John Wick universe. Yeah. So this is John Wick adjacent, and the guy is Saul from Better Call Saul.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a John Wick, but like a
comedic,
a guy who's not so polished, like a retired kind of. He just doesn't look like a sort of guy that can handle himself, but he can. So Nobody 1 came out a few years ago, done quite well. I don't think they realized how well it was going to do. And who's the lead guy in it again? Bob Odenkirk. So Better Call Saul.
Saul and Breaking Bad.
That guy, Breaking Bad. So he's the guy. Doesn't look like an action hero.
No, sorry.
There's some action in him, trust me. So this is part 2, where he is now going on holiday with his family, or vacation, as they say in America, with his family. Okay. Yeah, he's going away with his family, and the trouble follows him. Let's just put it that way. Trouble follows him, and there's some crazy scenes where he's on like a boat, and there's all these guys around him, and he takes them all out on a boat. Yeah. It's mad. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, Deval, I saw the trailer for Ballerina, and you know what? I know you. I wasn't digging it at all. There's something about it that's just not doing it for me.
I think
I'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm going to watch it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch Nobody, but something about Ana de Armas I don't know.
She's not convincing you as an action hero, maybe.
No, because
I think I know what you mean.
We already saw her in something.
She was in Bond for like a snippet, and I think from there they saw her and thought, "Oh, maybe she can carry a film." Because I think from there,
But do you
That's
remember
when,
that Chris Evans movie
yeah.
that she did?
Which ones?
The Chris Evans movie. She teamed
Oh
up with
yes, 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 yeah, 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 yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
that was poor.
yeah. But you just know that she's going to do that move where she wraps her legs around their neck, and then
He's got
they
the
come
legs.
the Black Widow move. Yeah, that
Yeah,
always happens in reality. Come on, man, it's not always going to
come
work.
on.
It's
It's
just
not.
we've
It's
seen it
not.
so many times now. It's got to
I
be
know.
something different's got to happen.
Exactly. Now, the next two movies, yeah, I want to watch these. So this is the Godzilla franchise, mate. This is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is Godzilla X Kong Supernova. So the last one
Hmm.
was Godzilla. I can't even remember, man. So they're on the different planets. There's the upside, downside. So do you remember that one?
Yeah, they were on Earth, but it's like a inverse Earth. Like once they to go through the planet, they drill
Mm.
through it. The
Takes them to
gravity is
portal or
different.
something.
Yeah, so the gravity is different. So once you're in there, like it's weird, but you don't fall. You stick to the. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's weird, but
yeah.
yeah, it's
So
crazy.
these guys are like frenemies. They're like, whenever.
Yeah,
So what's going Supernova is what, another beast thing that they got to kill or what? Or
yeah. Supernova. I think this might even come from the previous Godzilla films, but Supernova supposedly is where Godzilla and Kong have to team up against a intergalactic threat. So some sort of kaiju that
yeah,
comes from outside Earth. So it comes
right.
through for a supernova, some sort of asteroid. It comes down, and then they got to fight it. So yeah, I think this has happened
Interesting.
in the past, but this is looking into. This is going to have Delroy Lindo and Jack
Oh,
O'Connell are going to team up again. We just saw them on or in
Sinners.
Sinners. Yes, they're going to both be in this, as well as Dan Stevens is going to be in this. Caitlin Dever is going to be in this. She's in The Last of Us, a really good actress. Sam Neill's in this as well as Matthew Modine. So
Yes.
this is looking like a big movie. 2027 is the release date so far. So let's
So we
see
got a
how this
while
turns
then.
out. Yeah, we got a while, two
We
years.
got a
Yeah,
while. Now
yeah.
this next movie I do want to watch because it's got a kind of a hint of um Hamilton, at the moment
Lewis
because
Hamilton.
it's got a bit of hint of him, like the lead
Mm.
actor,
Yeah,
reminding
yeah,
me kind of
okay.
Lewis Hamilton type of thing. But this is Brad Pitt. It's called F1, the
Mm,
movie,
mm.
and it also reminded me of. Do you remember the Matt Damon and
Oh, Ferrari. Was it Ferrari? No, what was it again?
versus
Ford
Ferrari?
versus Ferrari. That's it. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
brought in Christian Bale to kind of
Mm,
help out and do
yeah.
something. It kind of had hints of that as well, but this kind of
Mm,
mentor, Need for Speed as well. It kind of was it
mm.
Need for Speed, the one that was just recently with David Harbour in it. Who was that? What was
Oh
that one with
yes, that was Gran Turismo, I
Gran
think.
Turismo?
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of got that, but this one I think is the special effects, the sound is going to be
Mm,
amazing in this as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to
yeah.
this.
But the director is called Joseph Kosinski.
Mm.
He directed Top Gun Maverick,
But there you go. The sound in that
directed
was brilliant.
Tron Legacy, directed Oblivion with Tom Cruise as well.
Okay.
So he's got a bit of he's got a bit of a past going on there. So that should mean that his future is decent as well. He's
Yeah.
going to be directing Miami Vice in the future as well. So
Sure.
yeah, F1. So he's got Brad Pitt, and he mentioned Damson Idris is in this as
Yes,
well.
we know
So yeah,
yeah, he's going to be good.
he's got Javier
Um,
Bardem is in this. So
right.
yeah, Lewis Hamilton is in it as well.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There
So
you
yeah.
go. There you
Hmm.
go. All right, go check that one out. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. And if there's a movie out there that you want us to kind of watch, or there's a trailer out there that you want us to let us know about, please do get in touch with us. We're more than happy to do that. All right, okay. Let's get to Anniversary Corner. And this obviously makes sense because of the movie that we're going to be speaking about. 25 years ago, year 2000, Final Destination, the original movie. And Deval, when this movie came, I watched it in cinema. I even remember getting this on DVD when it came out.
Is it?
Yeah, man. And it was like, the extra deleted scenes, the kind of audio commentary. And at the time, Devout, it was weird because it was a fun, like, it was like, ooh,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
death follows you. Like,
Hmm.
you can't escape death. And all these weird and kind of crazy ways that death tries to get you in the end.
Mm.
And the message was like, you can't outrun death.
Hmm. Yeah.
But there's obviously, and I'm pretty sure it came out around about the same time as Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. So kind of like this youngish kids, that type of kind of a vibe to it.
MTV era kind of.
MTV era. So I remember the one thing that was kind of really, really good was that opening scene where they're trying to get onto the plane. And then he kind of has the vision. Remember the kid, the main guy? He has the vision that the plane's going to crash. And then he's like, no, I've got to get off the plane. And then these kids, they follow him, and the teacher follows him off. And then that sets the chain of events. So, man, it was good. What did you make of it?
Oh, wicked. This came out while I was at uni, and I remember everyone just going crazy about it. And from that moment, if any sort of accidents happened or you're going, you're seeing something, you say, oh, this is the Final Destination moment or whatever, So it definitely had a cultural sort of impact. And all these actors, I mean, Ali Lata, we saw her in like Heroes, and she was in the second one as well. Even the main guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. The main guy, is it Dominic?
Dominic Sawyer or something like that.
Oh yeah, Devon Sawyer or Sour or something. Yeah. Remember he was in the Eminem video. Yeah, with Dodie or whatever
Dido.
name is. Dido.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. So this was a different idea, and I think this, the way death wins in this film, it's unheard of. Usually the goodies always win, but this one you can't. Death and Taxes, man. I think they should do a sequel sometime and call it Death and Taxes, or because they're the only two that you can't escape
or get away from.
Yeah.
Now, Devout, remind me again. Now, go back a bit. Now, does the main guy? Does he? I know there's an idiot character in there. He's a bit of an arsehole in it.
Sean Patrick. What's it? The one from American Pie.
That's
in it. Sean William Scott. He's in this. Yeah.
He gets it in the end, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets it. Yeah. I mean, the only person that survives the main guy dies off screen. So when the sequel happens, Ali Lata, she's the only one that survived, and she's in like a mental asylum. She purposely doesn't want to come out. That's how she survived. And I think in the sequel, they come to ask her for help, and then she helps them, and she comes out and tries to help. But all the people in the first one go.
They're all dead.
But the main star, he dies off screen because he couldn't come in. He couldn't film the sequel because of a scheduling conflict.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
and then this one was interesting because it had Tony Todd in it as well.
Tony Todd, yes, Candyman.
Candyman was in it, and there's that creepy scene when he's in the morgue or something. He's like, he can't escape.
Yeah, death decides. He would have been good in Star Wars, He'd have been a good like Darth Vader's like brother or something. You know what I mean?
Great. So obviously, and then then the whole franchise, because the movies did really, really well. And then obviously there was 1, there was 2, there's 3.
5. I think there's been 5 altogether, or this is the 6th one, I think. So 2003, another one came out 2006.
Yeah.
I think 2010 or something, and then I don't know, just a few others after that.
And now here we are. So so go check out that movie if you haven't seen the movies in the franchise. And then now 2025, so 25 years later, they're back again. Death is knocking at the door for these people. So Devout, so Devout's Devout, just drop it, get into it, let us know the premise, take it away, spoil it away. So folks, if you haven't seen the movie, stop right now, pause this episode and come back to it once you've seen the movie, or if you don't mind, just listen away. So Devout, take it away.
Yeah, so this one is Final Destination Bloodlines. That is the title. So I'll just set the scene. So first of all, I'll say who's in it, and don't take this in any sort of bad way. But a lot of the actors that are in this, a lot of them you probably wouldn't recognize. I would say I didn't recognize anyone. Not saying that they're not good actors and stuff, but I didn't recognize anyone, which is a good thing. Sometimes you get good up and coming actors, which I think they've all done a good job actually. So no shade at all. The only person you will recognize definitely is Tony Todd, who's in this movie.
And this is his last one, isn't it?
This is his last. Yeah, he's visibly different.
Right.
I'd say. Yeah, you can see that he's not well, and he's very, very visibly not the same as what you've seen him before. So you can tell that he wasn't well. During the filming of this. So the fact that he actually was able to do anything in this, big respect to him,
Yeah.
So this film, so this is Final Destination's Bloodlines, and it is set in modern day.
Okay.
But there is a bit of a start to the film that goes back to the 60s.
Oh.
So what happens is the main star of this film, she is, what's her name in this? Stephanie Reyes.
Yeah.
So Stephanie Reyes, she's got a brother called Charlie and her dad. The mum sort of left the family when they were young because she was having some mental health issues.
Yeah.
She left the family and didn't come back to the family, left the two kids with the dad to raise. So they've got beef with the mum. And the film sort of starts with Stephanie Reyes. She's at university and she's trying to do well. She's basically having trouble sleeping. Every time she sleeps, she has the same reoccurring dream. Doesn't know what the dream is. So the reoccurring dream is where she dreams of the 60s of a lady called Iris who is going to a dinner at some luxury high-rise building.
Yeah.
And at that dinner, what happens is Death has a plan. You may have seen bits of it. You may have seen bits of it in the trailer, but there's obviously a massive incident, and everyone in that building dies in a crazy, random way. So one chain of events causes the next chain. Fire happens. Basically, it's called a sky. What's it called? Sky something, Sky Dome or whatever it's called. There's a restaurant up there. It's kind of shaped like that building in Toronto. That big building.
I gotcha.
There's a bit at the top like that.
Like a saucer shaped. And
then there's like a long stem kind of thing. So everyone's up there. The restaurant, the floor is glass. So you obviously know what's going to happen. Yeah,
you know what's happening, right?
What's going to happen? The glass starts to chip away. People are like, she's like, stop. The floor's falling. It's crazy. And bit by bit, everyone just dies in gruesome ways. Gruesome. People are falling splat. Fires are happening. Things are going. It's crazy. The band is there. It's mad. So she keeps having a reoccurring dream. And then she realizes, oh my gosh, that dream is of my grandma.
Oh,
so she's dreaming of her grandma, her mum's mum, who back in the 60s, she was dicing with death as well.
So did she survive then, the grandma?
There you go. So what we get is the catastrophe, but then we realize later the grandmum actually saved those people.
Oh.
So she actually saved those people. So the grandmum had a vision of the death. It all happened just like it normally does. But then we see what happened once she had that vision. She came to, and she's like, then the events start playing out, and she's like, things are happening like deja vu, and she's like, stop. And she actually stops things from happening. And she stops that. She saves everyone's life, and that's where the title comes into it. Bloodlines. That restaurant was packed, and all the people that she saved had lives. They went on to have children, and they had lives. All those bloodlines. Death had work to do. Death was angry. Death was like, hold on a second. I had one night. I could have cleaned all those people in one night. Now you're giving me decades of work to do. So Death had decades of work to go through all those people. And so the daughter, she's starting to go mad. People think she's crazy.
Right.
That's what she's saying. She realizes through research that all those people that the grandma saved have died in crazy accidents. Yeah. So she's trying to tell her family that this is something that could happen. No one wants to believe her.
No, of course
no
one
wants to believe her. And you see that, exactly. You may see in the trailer there's a barbecue that they're having.
Yeah.
In the trailer, the barbecue.
And
then so something happens at the barbecue.
Yeah, a madness.
And a madness happens, and we've got to lose a character. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so what about the guy what about the tattoo guy then?
I'm not going to say. I don't want to spoil too much.
Okay, because
he's part of the family. So there's the tattoo guy.
Part of the family.
Is her cousin or something?
I've seen the scene, and that's because what it is, the kind of like. Do you remember like the dominoes, like like when like one clicks onto another bit and another bit and another bit, and all this shit happens. That's weird seeing that intricate.
Yeah, so that scene again. There's more to that scene that I won't say anything about. But there's more to the scene. But he's her cousin. He's her cousin, so he's part of the family in some
So
kind of
Death's
way.
going for all that family then.
Yes, yeah, but also, oh man, see, there's bits in this film that I really, and I know you said spoil it, but I really liked this film,
Yeah, no,
and
good.
I was shocked because I think the week before when I was saying to I think Emmanuel, oh, we're gonna review this next week. I saw the IMDb rating,
Yeah.
and the IMDb rating was quite high. I was like, oh, it's rated 7.2 out of 10. I thought that's quite high for this any horror film, but especially this kind of film. I thought it might be a. And I
It's
thought,
92% on Rotten Tomato.
there you go. And you know what? It's a good film, you know.
Wicked.
It's a good. I actually enjoyed the film because yes, we all know what Final Destination's about. You know, the start of the film, somebody witness, somebody, the madness happens, everyone dies, and then they come back, and then we realize it's just it's a what's it called again? A premonition. But this film starts off it starts off differently. Doesn't start off the same way, but we still get that, but a little bit later. So we realize the connection from the person that had the premonition in the 60s and why the granddaughter is having those premonitions now. There's a reason for it. It's all linked. And even Tony Todd, he's linked to the 60s as well.
Yeah, you gotta think though, because why is Tony Todd after all this time still in it?
They'll answer that question for you.
Okay.
He's linked to the 60s. And it all whoever made this film actually thought about what they were doing. They thought about what they were doing, and it does make sense.
They've given it like thought. They haven't just thought, oh, let's just make another Final Destination movie, but let's actually try and link it in. Now,
yes. And you know what? Maybe I can just to quickly say one of the co-writers was John Watts, Spider-Man, Homecoming, Far From Home. Yeah, he's one of the. That's what I'm saying. So there's a bit more, to this film. He's involved, so it makes more sense. Yeah, yeah.
Story by John Watts. I wonder what got him into that.
There you go. Yeah. So this was and there was a oh my gosh.
Do it.
So once the first family member dies and they see what happens, they actually still don't fully believe her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until another one goes, and then they're on board. Then they're like, oh shit, we believe you, because she says to them, this is the order of when people are going to be dying. They're like, stop your madness. And when the first one goes, it's like, okay, that was an accident. But when the second one goes in the order, they're like,
we better start listening to her.
Exactly.
So the grandma, is she still alive though?
Yes.
So all right, okay, and then obviously the mum, but then what about the mum? The mum, no premonitions. Oh, she did.
No, mum doesn't have a premonition, but then you start to realize why the mum ran away, because the mum, her mum, who was the one that had the premonition, yes, and then she saw, or she heard a lot about what the mum was saying about death, and she was scared she was going to involve her kids in that. She was scared. Yeah, she started seeing her kids dying in all kinds of ways. She thought her being around her kids is going to make that death happen. Yeah, so she left town. Yeah, so she sacrificed her relationship to keep them alive. But as you know, when death has got a plan,
listen, death finds a way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Death finds a way.
Like nature in Jurassic Park.
Exactly. So myself and all our listeners, we're going to be screaming and they're asking this right now, Divaldo. Yeah. Is there going to be a part? Of course there can be.
Of course there can be.
So they've left it open.
Yes and no. I don't want to spoil the ending, but
because this movie, it looks like as if this movie's done really, really well, and it has well.
Yes, but remember these films, everyone can die, but it can still carry on. Remember, the star doesn't have. Yeah, the star doesn't have to survive, which is what I like about this. It doesn't need the same star to survive to have the film. It doesn't need it.
Yeah,
the bloodlines. There's so many bloodlines there. It can just go to the next family. That's happened. You know what I mean? So, but there was a scene. All I'm going to say is the whole extended hospital scene and what comes before that.
Yeah,
is so funny.
I can't wait.
Oh my! Because she once everyone believes her, especially one character, they really believe her. They're like, okay, please protect me, please. Yeah. And they're like, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to try our best. This is the plan. We're going to go and do A, B, C, and we're going to try and protect you. He's like, okay, thank you. And they get up and go, and he starts going with them, and they're like, they turn around, they're like, no, you stay here. It's dangerous for you to leave the house. You stay here. And he's like, no, because I've seen 1,000 ways you can die in a home, and there's so many ways you can die in a home. I'm not staying here. I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
So he ends up going with them. And even when they go to a certain building, and when they walk through the door, they're all like holding him, like they're all like this, just walking through the door. And it's such a simple. Everyone's looking at them thinking, "What's wrong with these people?" But no one knows because it's a revolving door. So they're scared, thinking something might just. So they're like going like this, or holding on to him, just like. And it's so because you know what? That's how I would be if I left the house. I'd be looking up for like
left, right, under your legs, everywhere.
I'll be like, and that's exactly how he is. From the second he knows he's next, he is constantly like he doesn't want to do anything.
All right, so Devout, how would we actually? All right, imagine if it's you.
Yeah.
How would you cheat it? All right, so you say you stay in your room, right? You can't stay in your room because you got to eat. All right, you got deliveries. You get delivery. You get menu log or Uber.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so that's that. You got to go to the toilet because you got to take a dump. All right, okay, right, all right. Or you do it in a bucket and throw it out the window, but that's if you have a window, right? Okay.
That's just true. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what?
How
can you cheat it?
Ali Lata from part 1 and part 2, she stayed in a mental asylum in a padded room, had no visitors. She survived. The mum or the grandma in this one, you'll see how she survived as well.
I got to watch it because I want to see.
There's things you can put in place to try and minimize. You can never fully stop it, but you can minimize the chances to prolong your existence.
Because you get in a car, there's a car accident. You get on a bus,
there's
something like that.
Even walking down the street, an accident can happen. Bling, 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 bling. A nut from a wheel can go whoosh,
in your eye.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's what you see with some of these characters. They get super sensitive, and and the deaths in this are mad,
brutal. That's it.
Mad,
that's what we want. And I think that's what attracted me to that franchise in the first place. It was like the way that they kind of die and everything. So I'm glad that you said that because that's what I want. That's what you want from a Final Destination movie.
I recommend this film. I think this film does deserve the 7 out of 10 rating. This is an hour 40 minutes from start to finish. You know you're in a Final Destination film, even though you know the rules and you know what's going to happen. It's like you're going on a roller coaster. You've been in it once before, but you go in it again and you still have fun. It's like that.
Yeah.
So it's a fun film. It's actually just a fun film.
Perfectly put, and that's what you want in a movie. Like you want to be entertained and you want to have a laugh.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So this is going on the watch list. That's great. Now, where do you reckon we can get the original? Is that streaming anywhere?
Oh, I'm sure it is, isn't it? Isn't it on Amazon or Netflix or?
I haven't. I want to watch the first one again.
They usually come on regular TV. I sometimes see it on terrestrial TV, just normal channels, just like the normal. I usually see that, to be honest. So I think maybe because this is out now. Oh yeah,
they might be showing it on streaming.
Final Destination 1, 2, and 3 are on Netflix.
Oh, wicked!
Oh, and 5. Wow, they're all on 1, 2, 3, and 5 are on Netflix. Where's 4?
Yeah, maybe they don't have the rights for that one.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so you can get most of them on Netflix right now. Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. You got homework to do, folks. All right, so listen, look. So for over the next couple of weeks, like we said before, we've got some other movies that we're going to be speaking about. Obviously, Mission Impossible, that's coming out. We've got Marvel, another big, massive Marvel movie. Ironheart. Oh, Devout. We didn't even mention this, and obviously we'll speak about it later.
I forgot. Well, that goes to show the impression it had on me. I just forgot about it.
Exactly. And we still got to speak about Havoc. We still got
we covered it last week. We covered Havoc last week. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. There's other stuff that's coming out on streaming as well. The Superman trailer that dropped, and we can.
Next week.
Next week's episode and stuff like that. So lots of stuff coming up. Jurassic World, Mission Impossible. We've got Superman. We've got Fantastic Four. So if you like your movies, if you like your TV shows, and you like what you see and hear right now, keep it locked with the Flixters. We're here. We're not going anywhere. Deval?
I heard that. So till next week, guys. Peace out.